My name is Peter Musinde. Today I'm here to inform you about Kenya's first president. I will talk about who he was and what he did for Kenya. When I first moved to America, many people hadn't even heard of Kenya or its great leaders. Well, today I'm here to tell you about our first president. Our first president of Kenya was Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Mzee means father or old man. Jomo Kenyatta was born Kamau Wangegi at Nyanda Valley to the parents Muigai and Wambui in 1896. His father died, and he's automatically at that time in Kenya, your uncle adopted or inherited your father's wife. With that being said, his father's younger brother came in, remarried his mother, and thus he had a little brother. Later on, his mother went back to her parents, and she passed away as well. In 1909, Kamal joined the Church of Scotland mission, where he obtained his elementary education and carpentry training skills. In 1912, he finished elementary school and became an apprentice carpenter. In 1914, he was baptized a Christian and given the name John Peter, which he changed to Johnston. He later changed his name to Jomo during the later years, and then that's when he became to be known as Jomo Kenyatta. He took an interest in political activities of the Kikuyu Central Association. The leaders are the ones who really intrigued him, who are Joseph Buta and Joseph Kabenji. In 1926, he was the secretary of KCA. He was also chosen to represent the Kikuyu tribe in the land and to talk about their land problems before the Hilton Young Commission in Nairobi. This marked the beginning of his career in politics. In 1934, he enrolled at the University College London from 1935, where he studied social anthropology under Professor Malinowski at the London School of Economics. He published many books. At this point, while he was in school, he published one of the most famous books I'll say he's known for, Facing Mount Kenya. In 1938, under his new name, Jomo Kenyatta, he translated this book into English. His name, Jomo Kenyatta, Jomo was known as a burning spear, while his name Kenyatta is said to be referenced to a beaded belt that he wore and ladder to the light of Kenya. On June 1st, I do apologize for that. Now that I've given you a brief background on Jomo Kenyatta, we will move on to his presidency. On June 1st, 1964, Kenyatta became president when he successfully had Parliament amended the Constitution and made Kenya a republic when becoming the executive president, the head of state, head of government, and commander-in-chief of the armed forces. In 1929, on January the 29th, 1970, he was sworn in as the president for another term. For the remainder of his presidency, Kenya was effectively a one-party state, and Kenyatta made use of detention appeals and ethnic lodges and carefully appointment of government jobs to maintain his commanding position in Kenya. Political system, however, his advancing age kept him from day-to-day management of the government. He intervened only when necessary. That's a powerful man. His relative isolation resulted in increasing domination of Kenya's affair by well-known Kikuyu who had acquired great wealth as a result. Kenyatta was again re-elected as president in 1974. in the elections which he ran in alone. On November 5th, 1974, he was sworn in as president for a third term. His increasingly feeble health meant that his inner circle effectively ruled the country and greatly enriched themselves in his name. He remained president until his death 4 years later in 1978. He died 22nd August 1978 at 3:30 a.m. in Mombasa. Mombasa is the coast of Kenya. At the age of 89, while on a working holiday. Today, the late Kenyatta is known as one of the most influential statesmen in Africa. He is credited with leading Kenya to independence and setting up the country as a relatively prosperous capitalist state. He pursued a moderate, pro-Western, anti-communist economic philosophy and foreign policy. Today, the late Kenyatta is widely acknowledged as one of the great men of the 20th century who played a key role in Kenya's independence and other African nations. His name is always mentioned along the likes of Kwame Nkrumah and Julius Nyerere. Also, two other prominent African leaders. I thank you for listening. I hope I've informed you or enlightened you about Kenya's great president. Thank you and appreciate you listening.